You already know what it is. Back in the building. Oh, let me fix this real quick. Bring it up a little more. Just like this. I think this is good. Back in the building for another reaction. We're going to be reacting to this thing that says why these rap social media pages suck. As you know, this person may be talking about bloggers or content pages that focus on rap culture, R&B culture, so on and so forth, or just celebrity culture in general. You know, pages like The Shade Room, Academics, Say Cheese, No Jumper, what is it? Spiritual Word, or I think that's the name of it. Spiritual Word. Pages like that that focus on mostly celebrity content. Maybe like 10% of that content is going to be maybe, you know, stuff that have to do with relationships or, you know, males versus females, that type of stuff. So let's just see what this video is talking about.
What's good, YouTube? It's Justice. I used to be Pay, and today I'm back with another video. Make sure you leave a like, leave a subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and it doesn't cost you any extra effort or any extra money. But today in this video, I'm going to real quick go over why these rap social media news sources suck. Now, when I'm talking about these rap social media news sources, I mean pages like Academics, Rap TV, Rap House TV, No Jumper, Say Cheese, and others. And now in this video, I'm not trying to convince you to unfollow all of these pages. I even follow a couple of them, but I want you to...
And you know what's crazy? The pages like Rap TV, My Mixtapes, what was it called? My Mixtapes, Rap House TV, places like that. Those places like aren't even like ran by like black people. It's like Indian, South Asian people, or a Caucasian person runs it. It's so crazy.
At least be a little bit more critical of these pages and think a little bit deeper than just, oh, this is the rap news page, this is just news on my For You page or on my Instagram feed. Like, I want you to just think about it a little bit further, not too far, but just to give you some reasons as to why you should maybe not take some of these pages as serious, or at least take everything they say with a grain of salt. And real quick, I'm gonna just give them their credit. So this video isn't just me completely hating on them. They give you your news fast. It's extremely accessible, and it's stuff that you're probably going to be interested in, stuff that's like rap or hip hop related. And so all you have to do is open Instagram and follow Rap or Academics. So you get your news that you probably want to see like that. Like it's really quick, doesn't take a lot of effort. You don't have to search anything up. It's just on your feed. And most of the time, they really just end up reposting stuff. It'll be like Cardi on his story, and it's like, oh, I'm about to drop an album, and then they take a screenshot of that and post, Cardi says he's dropping a new album. Like, most of the time, they're just reposting other stuff from people. Like, they'll be reposting stuff from Academics will repost stuff from Cardi, and then it will repost stuff from Uzi, and repost stuff from
Academics.
Like, most of the time, they're just reposting news. So there's not really a lot that you can do wrong or get wrong there. So again, I'll give them their credit on that, and it makes it a lot easier. I don't have to follow every single rapper in the world. I just have to follow Academics, and he'll post the stuff that people more than likely are going to care about. And they're also not being paid for by like some huge media company. It's not like Complex News where it's like, you know, there's billions of dollars being funded into this. So they're going to make sure every story is 100% portrayed in like a certain specific way that the company wants. Or, you know, they're not being paid millions and millions of dollars by like these record labels, which some of these pages are being paid by record labels to like promote certain people. But I mean, like, they're not formulating their stories with, you know, millions of dollars in mind. They're not formulating their stories with major label companies behind them in mind, for the most part, at least. And also, these pages can post without fear of like cancellation or PR. So they really just can post any story whenever. Certain, you know, really big news pages will skip out on certain stories when it involves certain people. If, you know, you're a really big part of the company or whatever and something happens, they may not go all the way in with that story. But when it comes to like Academics, Rap House TV, like, they're just going to post whatever. If it's rap related and they know people will click on it, they're going to post whatever, which also kind of ends up being a bad thing. Now, real quick, I want to kind of just set like a hierarchy of these channels. I will say that Academics' news page is at the top of this list. I think Academics has the best page, and honestly, it was probably like the first page. Now, he's not immune to criticism, but this isn't really me talking about Academics as like a person. This is more so like the news stuff. So don't take it as me sending shots at Academics or whatever. Same with No Jumper and Say Cheese, all these.
The thing is, like, most of these publications don't post. It's like 7 to 10 to 20 different people who post the stories on these actual blogging pages or whatever. Academics, I'm sure Academics barely post anything on that actual Instagram. I'm sure he has people who do that for him. they'll probably like send him the story or send him the whatever they're gonna post, and then he approves it, and then they put it on the Instagram. I mean, I don't necessarily think Academics is like from like before, when he used to be the one posting everything. I don't think he like really does it by himself anymore. I think it's somebody else or people that help him post everything. Because, you know, Academics is only one man. He can't know and be everywhere at one time. So,
but I would say if I had to make a tier list of these, you know, rap social media news sources, Academics would probably be at the top. And then it just kind of gets really rough. And then I guess I'd put Rap under them, and then Say Cheese, and then No Jumper, and then Rap House TV and Daily Loud are just completely at the bottom of the barrel. Now, to get into my first major complaint about these sources is that they lose the plot 90% of the time. Like, I swear. They just completely stop posting about rap, or they'll just post a whole bunch of random stories throughout the day. And I get it. You know, people like to click on certain things. They like to do stuff outside of rap. You don't just want to post about the same thing over and over again. But when you market yourself as a rap/hip-hop news page, I expect you to post about rap/hip-hop news. Like they'll post the most random stuff. Daily Loud and Rap House TV are the worst when it comes to that. But Rap TV does it as well. Academics does it as well. There's like a really weird obsession with like Elon Musk and Donald Trump. It's like a right-wing psyop, like CIA operative. It's really weird. Like there's just a really strange obsession with like Elon Musk and Donald Trump on specifically.
I mean, to be completely fair and honest, there's only so much you can post about that have to do with rap content. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like Rap House TV and Daily Loud or whatever the hell they call themselves. I think they actually work together. I think those are both part of the same entity. They work together. I feel like, so they just post stuff because hip hop news can be slow sometimes. Like there's not always gonna be a week where hip hop news is sometimes it just be slow some weeks. You know, you'll probably get 1 to 2 stories that have to do with hip hop, and then after that it's like, okay, that's it for the week. They gotta post other stuff. I mean, you know, even though they're supposed to be a rap, these publications are supposed to be rap forums or whatever.
Rap is really obsessed with Elon Musk and Donald Trump for some reason. Everything they do gets posted, and it's just like, yeah, I get it. People are going to click on it, but you are a rap news page. Why are you posting about Elon Musk every single day? Or like literally just today, Rap House TV posted about Hunter Biden and like a court ruling saying that he had to stop drinking alcohol. Like, what does this have to do with anything? Why are you posting? Like, it just makes no sense. It's really weird. And again, Rap House TV, French's launches first mustard flavored Skittles. What the hell does this have to do with anything? No Jumper. Bradley Martin responds to Logan Paul calling him lame and calls him out to a fight. Again, what the hell? Rap House TV. Which parent is more important in today's world? Having a mom or a dad?
Yeah,
if you can only pick one. What the hell are we talking? Like, what are we talking about? What does this have to do with anything? And again, I know they want people to interact with the post and say crazy stuff. Like, that's the point. I understand it, but it's just like, we've just completely lost the plot in terms of like actually reporting on rap and hip hop news. Again, Rap House TV. Shaq spotted in Greece with viral Croatian model from World Cup. What does this have to do with anything?
You know, a lot of times too.
Like, honestly,
a lot of times too, the Rap House TV be posting a lot of misinformation too. A lot of misinformation. They need to quit that. They need to quit that before they get sued by somebody, because it's not good. It's not good to be posting misinformation. Sitting up there posting misinformation, making people believe some stuff. Like, stop doing that, man. They need to stop doing that.
I can at least understand posting about Elon Musk and Donald Trump. They're super viral. They're going to get people clicking. Who the hell cares about what Shaq is doing in Greece with some random model? Like, it just makes no sense. It's really weird. They always lose the plot somewhere down the line and just start posting random stuff. And another major problem with these pages is that they have extreme biases sometimes. And, you know, I get it. You're not an actual news source, so nobody, is going to be like, oh, my God, why is rap not being unbiased? Why is Academics not being unbiased? But it's like, if you're going to report the news, at least report it in an unbiased manner. Like, at least somewhere like CNN and Fox, they'll initially report the story that happened in an unbiased manner. But then, of course, they'll do their think pieces, and it's extremely biased. They'll say, oh, well, this is like this because of the Democrats. Or they'll say, they'll twist it after they give you the real story. But at least the initial story that they give you is real. Or not just real, but it's unbiased and it's true in nature. Now, they may try to go on and try to flip the narrative and make it, sound a certain way, but at least they're going to give it to you straight. A lot of these pages are extremely biased. I think the most prolific case of this would be the Tory Lanez case. If you were on these like rap social media pages around that time, oh my God, you would have thought Tory Lanez was walking out of that case innocent, free man. He was never like the way they just reported stuff, and it was all in favor of Tory Lanez. Everything that was reported pretty much was in favor of Tory Lanez. They were leaving out a whole bunch of stuff. They weren't reporting everything, and it's like, I get it, Tory Lanez is a rapper, but if you're going to report on the situation, report everything. Don't just say the stuff that makes Tory look good. Oh, the DNA is inconclusive. The DNA is not there. They even ran with like this story that said like, I think it was Rap TV, ran with a story that, oh my gosh, the verdict has leaked. Tory Lanez not guilty. Like, they were just running super crazy with this Tory Lanez narrative, and it was just extremely biased reporting. It got to the point where even I was like, oh, well, he must be about to win this case. Like, obviously, I was like invested kind of, but I wasn't like doing my research, as FYBJ Main would say. I wasn't doing my homework. I wasn't, just all the way locked in on this case. I was just kind of seeing the headlines and be like, oh, that's pretty interesting. I guess Tory Lanez is going to win. And they just completely only reported on one side pretty much that entire case. And to look specifically at Academics. Now, Academics likes to report on first week numbers. Biased. That's his thing. He doesn't really talk about it, but he'll just report it. Oh, so-and-so sold 30K, so-and-so sold 100K. And when it came to around the time of Lil Durk's Almost Healed's numbers, he was very, let's just say, personally invested in these numbers because, for one, he had just done an interview with Durk, and he was trying to, show that, hey, my platform's really big. You go on my platform, you're going to do well. And also, he just had the beef with Youngboy. Youngboy called him out. He wasn't really feeling Youngboy. Youngboy was going back and forth, and they were like somewhat close. I don't know if they were friends, but they had some sort of relationship. And Academics was obviously pretty bothered by this whole thing. And so he was really on a mission to kind of not only troll Youngboy, but troll Youngboy fans as well. And so when the numbers came out for Durk, it was reported that he was on pace to sell 125 to 150K. Now, when you see on pace to sell and you see a range of numbers, typically the artist is going to finish somewhere around the bottom of those numbers, like somewhere in the middle or towards the bottom half. It's going to be, if they're on pace to sell 125 to 150 like Durk, they're probably going to end up selling somewhere around 130, maybe 140, right? That's just in general, maybe even lower than that, oftentimes lower than that.
Why does it, I always ask the question, and I'm going to continue to ask this question. If you're not part of his team, if you're not like part of the record label or record company, why does the numbers matter? Like, I don't get that. Like, why do showing the numbers of a record selling a certain number or doing a number of streams matter to the public? I don't get that. Like, it's like somewhere along the lines of DJ Academics coming out and starting to do the numbers thing, they somehow made the public start to care about numbers. Like, what? Like, bro, like it's like, bro, do you like the music or do you not like the music? Is this your favorite artist or is this not your favorite artist? Do you listen to this person or do you not listen to this person? Like, who cares about the damn numbers? Like, if you're not part of a record company, if you're not part of like the media or something like that, I don't see why you would even care about that part of it. Who cares? Who cares about it like that?
But just in general, when they're on pace and it's a big, gap in between the numbers like that, it's typically not going to be the highest possible number. But Academics goes on to tweet, Durk is on pace to sell 150K. Now, technically, that's not a lie. Like, he's not lying, but he's not telling the full truth. And when you report like that, it makes people think, oh my gosh, this Durk album is going crazy. Everybody loves this Durk album. Durk's a superstar. He's the biggest rapper. And then when the numbers come out and they're finalized at 125, it's like, oh my gosh, what happened here? Did Durk fall off midweek? Do people not like Durk? Like, what's going on? Was the album trash? Did people like, it creates a whole bunch of narratives like that because people are like, bro, it was on pace for 150 2 days ago. Now it only sold 125. What happened, right? And that's a logical question to ask if you see something on pace for 150 and it finishes at 125. Like, that's a very logical question to have. But Academics reported it like that because he wanted to kind of troll Youngboy fans. Youngboy's never sold 150. It would have been the highest sales between those two artists ever. And so it was kind of like a gotcha moment, like, look at what Durk's doing, Youngboy fans. Youngboy couldn't, like, it was kind of like that. But it was a very biased way to report that piece of news. It just wasn't truthful. It wasn't lying, but it was kind of like not telling the full story. It might have been lying by omission because, again, when an artist is on pace and they give like a big gap of numbers, if it's like 30K to 80K, most of the time they're going to finish closer to that 30K range than they are 80K. So to just report Durk's on pace to sell 150, it was a little dishonest, just being honest. And a lot of these pages And it's not really all the way their fault, but it kind of is. A lot of them have a heavy bias against women just in general. Now, I'm not up here to be a feminist white knight and be like, oh my God, like, I'm not up here to do that. But oh my gosh, anytime these pages post anything about women, the entire comment section is just flooded with like the most out of pocket comments you've ever seen in your life. And again, it's not all the way their fault because you can't really control what people are saying in your comments, but you can kind of control the type of audience you have and the type of audience you bring to a certain extent. And like when I post on TikTok about female rappers, of course I get the weird comment. It happens, right? It just happens in general. But it's not the entire thing. So people will actually engage with the content about the female rapper, right? But when you post about a female rapper on Rap or on Rap House TV, it's just gonna be trash, mid, starting OnlyFans. She don't even look that good. Y'all only like her because she's cute. Y'all only like her because she twerks. And it's like,
that's true.
It's just crazy. Like the bias against women is crazy. Literally, it doesn't even have to be like Ice Spice or Nicki Minaj. It can just be anybody. And the comments are just going to be flooded with just everybody just trashing on them just because it's a woman. And I'm not, again, I know y'all going to be like, bro, she's not going to let you hit, bro. I'm not even trying to do that. I'm just saying, like, do y'all not see what's going on here? Like, it's a little weird. Is it not? Like, it's a little weird. And probably the biggest and worst part of a lot of these rap social media pages is that sometimes they will just post fake stories, and a lot of the times I don't think it's malicious. I'll say this, I don't think these are malicious things, but I will say like somebody like Academics doesn't post fake stories. Like Academics is not going to post something fake unless it really got really big and everyone thought it was true. Academics isn't going to post something that's like 50-50, might be true, might not, or 45, 6 or 45, 55. He's not going to do that. If it's not over 70%, he's probably not going to post it. Rap TV, for the most part, isn't going to post a lot of fake stories. They've done it before, but they're not going to do it often. Rap House TV and Daily Loud will post anything.
Facts.
Anything.
That's a fact.
Anything. They will post anything for clicks. Anything. They don't care. It doesn't matter. And a lot of the times, it's just a matter of being first and not being right. And I understand the game when it comes to news. You want to be first. You want to get the story out there. But at least try to verify it to a certain extent if you're going to brand yourself as a news source. Rap House TV on multiple occasions has reported that somebody has died when they've been shot. Now, that's not always a bad thing. It happens. People die when they get shot. But oftentimes, they will report that person is dead before that person is dead. Like Jada Youngin. I can't find the post anymore, and I wish I could have screenshotted it when it happened, because I remember I might have made TikToks about it. I might go check my TikTok just to see. But they were posting Jada Youngin after he got shot. Jada Youngin in critical condition, right? Everyone was posting it. It was crazy. Big story. They came out like 2 minutes later and posted that he was dead. Now, mind you, in hindsight, they were right. Jada Youngin did end up passing away. But they weren't right because they knew it. They were right just because they happened to post the story and ended up being right. Like Jada Youngin's sister literally came out like, my brother's not dead, he's in the hospital, and he ended up dying. Of course, they ended up being right hindsight-wise. But just to go as far as to post and confirm somebody's dead or try to confirm somebody's dead before they actually die is really, really weird, and it's really lame. Like, I get it, you want to be first, but damn, have some human decency. Have some at least respect for the family. Like, it's just really weird. And a lot of the times, these pages in general can get away with reporting on fake stories just because there's no real consequences. Like, it's not like CNN. If CNN came out and made up a completely fake story, like Donald Trump is hiding children in his house and he beats them and makes them make T-shirts in a sweatshop. Like, obviously, a sweatshop. Like, obviously, people would be mad at CNN. There'd be riot. People would be online trying to cancel CNN. But when it's Rap House TV or Daily Loud, it's like, what are you going to do? It's Daily Loud. Like, who cares? They post fake stories all the time. There's no real repercussions because they're not like a real news source in terms of like, they're not like a big major company or something like that, right? And so Daily Loud and Rap House TV can get away with posting fake stories or posting just blatant misinformation. And my last and final point is a lot of these pages just post really weird stuff. And a lot of it's just baiting to get people to argue in the comments, but it's just like, why? These pages and their obsession with Zaya Wade like last year just blew my mind. Like, everything Zaya Wade did was major headline news. Now, if you don't know who Zaya Wade is Dwayne Wade's transgender daughter. She was born a male. Now she's transitioning into being a female. Now, look, I'm not saying you have to be a trans community ally, but at least be a decent person. Zaya Wade's like 15 years old. Why are you guys posting her? Everything Zaya Wade did. Oh, Zaya Wade changed his name. Oh, Zaya Wade posts picture with boyfriend. Zaya Wade is at a family. And it just blew my mind because it's like, who the hell cares? Even if you don't want to support trans people, why do you have to post them why do you have to post Zaya Wade every single day? That's a child, bruh. And I know you guys, oh, save the kids, bro. You're making them transgender. Why are you posting Zaya Wade? Other than to get people talking, other than to get a lot of hate in your comments, other than to get people bashing Dwayne Wade and his family and Zaya Wade. Like, it's just weird. Like, why is there this obsession with this random trans kid? Why do you care so much? And it's not like they're posting it to be like, oh my God, save the children. We need to do something about this. Our kids are being brainwashed. No, they're just posting it to get engagement. They're just posting it so people can leave mean comments about Zaya Wade. It's the only reason. And It goes even further. They do it with gay people as well. There's a lot of really weird posts about gay people all the time. And they'll post certain stories about gay people that like make them look really bad. It'll be like, oh, gay guy beats up straight kid in class for like making fun of him or whatever. Like they'll post stories like that. And obviously it's going to rile people up because a lot of these people in these comments are teenage white kids. Let's just be honest. Just be honest. They're edgy teenage white kids. And so they're going to be like, oh my God, I told you about these gays. Like it's weird. It's really weird content coming from a rap page. Like why are you so focused on posting and trying to bait out conflict about gay people? It's so strange. And literally Daily Loud is the worst when it comes to this. I went through their page and just searched trans, right? Daily Loud, and I clicked on their profile on Twitter, searched trans. I could scroll for like 30 minutes of just random stories that they posted about trans people.
Oh, wow.
Dwayne Wade's daughter, Zaya Wade, granted legal name and gender changed by judge. Why are you posting this? Who cares? An Oklahoma teen girl was severely beaten by a trans student in a school bathroom, prompting the injured girl's parents to file a lawsuit against the district for not enforcing a state law that restricts restroom use for transgender people. Why are you posting this story? Are you raising awareness for the girl? No, you don't care. The only reason you're posting this story is to get people talking about trans people because you know it's a hot topic and people are going to get in your comments and debate. And I get it. That's the game. You're trying to get people to click on your stuff. I'm trying to get people to click on my stuff. But again, have some decency. Why do you have to use, it's so weird. Like this obsession with trans people. Again, this is just another screenshot that I took. Transgender cyclist Austin Killips has won a North Carolina race by a whopping 5 minutes, prompting the second place finisher to declare that her power was not comparable and suggest a separate category for trans athletes. What does this have to do with rap? What does this have to do with hip hop? This isn't a major story. These aren't stories that people actually give a damn about. The only reason you're posting this is to get people to hate on trans people. It's just really weird. And to even go further off of just, gay and trans people and how they bait off of those things. And this is more so Daily Loud, Rap House TV and stuff. This isn't like Academic. Academics doesn't really do this. Or No Jumper doesn't really do this with trans people. Say Cheese, but Daily Loud and Rap House TV specifically are the two biggest culprits when it comes to like this whole trans, gay, and trying to bait people into saying weird stuff about them. Those are the two biggest culprits for some reason. But then you go to No Jumper, and they're just blatantly posting race baiting content, like just blatantly. Like, and let me just show you this video I'm talking about.
What's the most attractive thing a guy can do?
Not be black.
So what? That's not your type?
Yeah.
Really? What's your type?
Not black people.
And obviously, that girl's probably not too fond of black people. I don't think it's a stretch for me to say when somebody asks you what your type is and you go out of your way to say anything but this specific thing, you're probably not the biggest fan of those people.
Yeah.
But my thing is, why would No Jumper post this? The only reasons that they would post this is obviously for engagement, but to get people who are either racist to come in the comment section and try to defend the girl, or people who are going to be outraged by this and to try to argue with those racist people in the comments. That's the only reason that they would post this. It's just like, why? And it's really weird when you have a lot of your content based on blackness and hip-hop culture and rap culture, which comes from black people. So it's like, why? These pages it's just really weird. I don't know why No Jumper posted that. It's really weird. Like, why are you race baiting? But yeah, I'm not here to tell you to unfollow all these pages. I'm not here to tell you that all these pages are horrible people. Maybe they are. Some of them probably are. But I am here to tell you that don't take these pages super serious. Take them all with a grain of salt, like you should do anything in life. So maybe I should say take them with about 10 grains of salt because they're really weird. A lot of these pages are really weird. Now, I follow rap and I follow academics just for the news, just because it's quick. But don't act like these are really big news sources. Don't trust them like, they really are out here doing the will of the people.
Academics gets his news from TMZ.
Have them in a space. It's kind of like
sometimes.
alcohol, right? Or, drink alcohol, but don't overdo it. Don't, you don't got to go crazy with it. You can have it here and there, in proportion, but understand the risk that you're taking when you follow these pages. Everything is not like it seems. Everything isn't hunky dory. Is that the I don't know where that came from, but I think that's the term. These pages are a little weird. That's all I'm gonna say, and they all kind of suck to a certain extent. But that's the end of my video. If you agree with the things I'm saying, leave a comment, leave a like. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe you want to see more Zaya Wade content. Maybe you really do care.
I mean, there's no outlaw on what somebody can post on a blog, to be honest with you, and that could either be a good thing or a bad thing at the end of it all, But there's a reason why those pages are there. That's the end of this reaction. I will be back with more.